Jungkook, 2 years. 2 years I have waited for you to smile, to cry, to do anything, and 10 seconds with him bring you back to life? Wine, because he's real. He survived you. Jungkook. He grabs a vase and smashes it against the wall. Crash. Jungkook. I survived too. I'm the one who take care of you. I'm the one who feeds you. Wine. You fed a ghost, Jungkook. You killed me the day you hurted him. Jungkook. You're not dead. I saw you tonight. You were glowing for him. Wine. Yes, because he reminds me of who I was before I became your property. He stares at her, his chest heaving. The jealousy is eating him alive, but beneath it's a crushing realization. Jungkook. You still love him. Wine. She does not flinch. I never stopped. I just stopped saying it to keep him alive. Jungkook. He stumbles back as if she hit him. Wine, you broke his hands, Jungkook, but you didn't break the connection. You just made him a martyr and made yourself the villain forever. He sits on the edge. Wine, she walks to the window looking out at the Paris night, knowing Taehyung is out there somewhere. Wine, you can drag me back to Seoul. You can lock me in this penthouse, but you saw it tonight. You'll never own what belongs to him. Jungkook looks up at her. He realizes that taking her to Paris was the biggest mistake of his life. He didn't find a spark for their marriage. He left a match that might burn his entire kingdom. Suitcases are being zipped, shut by staff. Jungkook is pacing, checking his watch. Wine is sitting on the edge of the bed, not packing, staring at the Eiffel Tower one last time. Jungkook, the jet is fueled. We'll leave in 20 minutes. Wine, we are supposed to stay for a week. Jungkook, plans change. The weather is turning. Wine. She stands up, a small mocking smile playing on her face. The weather is fine, Jungkook. You are the one who is trembling, Jungkook. He freezes, he walks over and towers over her. I don't tremble, I'm strategic. Withdrawals. Paris is distracting you, Wine. It woke me up. And that's what you're afraid of? You liked me better when I was doll? Minutes later, Jungkook marches Wine through the opulent lobby, surrounded by 4 bodyguards. He wants a clean entry, no drama. Taehyung. Running away so soon, Jungkook stops. Wine gaps. Taehyung is sitting in the lobby. He is wearing a long coat. On the table in front of him are 2 takeout coffee cups. He shields Wine with his body. Get him out of here, to the guard. Taehyung stands up slowly. He looks at his scared hands in surrender gesture. I'm just a guest, Yon, checking out, same as you. He picks up one of this coffee cup. He walks towards them. The guards step forward, but Taehyung stops just out of reach. Taehyung, I remembered something this morning. Wine, her heart hammers against her lips. What? Taehyung, he holds out the cup. Years ago, you always remembered my order. Ethiopian blend, extra short. You wrote little notes on the cup. Wine, tears pricks her eyes. You remember? Taehyung smiles sadly. Back then, I was too arrogant to say thank you. I never asked what you drank. He takes a step closer. The guards tense. Taehyung, iced Americano, 2 pumps of hazelnut, light ice. Wine, she is stunned. This is exactly her order. How? Taehyung, I paid attention. Eventually, I bought this for you, a goodbye gift. Jungkook, he steps forwards and slaps the cup out of Taehyung's hand. Splat. The coffee explodes across the marble floor. Brown liquid splashes on the Taehyung's expensive shoes and a hem of Wine's dress. Jungkook, his voice is a low growl. She does not want your cheap coffee. She drinks champagne. Taehyung, you can spill the coffee. Jungkook, but you can't spill the memory. He does not look at the mess. He looks at the Jungkook's dad in his eyes. Jungkook, we are leaving now. Wine, she looks back over her shoulder as she is dragged by. Taehyung calling out, his voice echoing in the lobby. I'll be waiting, Wine. Structural damage can be fixed. Remember that. At the private jet, there are 30,000 feet in the air. The luxury cabin is silent. Jungkook is staring out of the window. He is like bouncing nervously. Wine is wiping a spot of coffee off her shoe with a napkin. She is not crying. She is smiling. A tiny, secret smile. Jungkook, stop it. Wine. She continues wiping the shoes. Shop what? Stop smiling like you won. You didn't win. You are on my jet. You are going back to my house and you are still mine. Wine. She drops the napkin. Am I? He unbuckles his seatbelt and storms over to her side. He looms over her. Yes, I have the paper. I have the ring on your finger. Wine. You bought the finger, Jungkook. But he knows my coffee order. Jungkook, it's a drink. It means nothing. Wine. It means he sees me. You just sees a possession. She leans back, looking relaxed for the first time in years. You can lock me in the penthouse for another 10 years, but every time I drink coffee, I'm going to think about him, and there's nothing absolutely you can do about it. Jungkook stares at her. He wants to scrape. He wants to break something. Jungkook grabs a bottle of whiskey from the table and retreats to the furthest seat in the cabin. Vine turns to the window. She looks at the cloud. Vine internally, 2 pumps of hazelnut. He remembered for the first time in the forever, the golden cage feels like a little less like a prison and a little more like a waiting room. She knows now that the architect is out there. He is drifting the plan. Into penthouse kitchen next morning. Vine walks in the kitchen. It is oddly quiet. The personal chef is gone. The maids are standing in line, looking terrified. Jungkook is standing by the counter. He is holding a bottle of hazelnut syrup. Vine, she stops in the doorway. What are you doing? Jungkook, he looks in her eyes. His eyes are bloodshot. He has not slept. We are changing the menu. Vine, she crosses her arms. Are we? Jungkook, he uncaps the bottle and pours a sticky, sweet lip syrup into the sink drain. Too much sugar is bad for you. It rots you from the inside. When she watches the syrup disappear, she knows exactly what this is about. You're banning hazelnut because remembered I liked it? Jungkook. He throws the empty glass of water bottle in the trash bin. I'm banning because I pay for the groceries and I don't want that smell in my house. Vine. She walks over the coffee machine. It's gone. Jungkook. The machine broke. I threw it out. Vine. You threw out $10,000 espresso machine because you were jealous of a flavor? Jungkook, I'm not jealous. I'm cleaning up. From now on, you drink tea. Green tea. It's cleansing. His steps close, crowding her against the counter. When she looks up, you can pour every bottle of serum with seoul down the drain. Jungkook, you can force me to drink water for the rest of my life, but I can still taste it. Jungkook, he grips the counter edge until his nickels turn white. Stop. When she leans in, whispering, sweet, nutty, cold. Jungkook, he slams his hand on the marble. Get out of my kitchen. Vine turns and walks away, leaving him standing over the sink, smelling the lingering scent of hazelnut that he can't wash away. Penthouse living room afternoon. Vine is restricted to the house. No phone, no internet. But Jungkook forgot to block the cable news. She's flipping channels. She stops on a business news network anchor. And with us today is a newly returned visionary, Kim Taehyung, discussing his controversial return to the Seoul architectural scene. Vine drops the remote. She sits on the floor, inches from the massive screen. Taehyung is sitting in the studio chair. He looks calm, collected, and devastatingly handsome. His hands are resting on his knees, still sacred. But he is not hiding them anymore. Anchor, Mr. Kim, you left abruptly 3 years ago after a debilitating accident. Many thoughts were finished. You were finished. Why came back now? He looks at the interviewer, but then shifts his gaze directly into the camera lens. It feels like he's looking into Vine's living room. Taehyung, I realize that running away does not fix the foundation. It just leaves the building to rot. Anchor, you are known for your chaotic style. Your new exhibit in Paris was called Broken Foundation. Is that? Taehyung nods. The message is simple. Just because the structure is occupied doesn't mean it's stable. Sometimes the most beautiful penthouses are just prisons with nice views. When she touches the screen, he's talking to her. He knows she's watching. Taehyung, and sometimes you have to tear the whole thing down to save the person living inside. Anchor, laughing nervously. That sounds ominous. Are you planning? I'm planning a renovation and I'm currently looking at a property in Hannam Dong, a high rise that needs liberating. Why don't she guess? They live in Hannam Dong. Click, the screen glows back. Mine spins around. Taehyung is standing there holding the remote. He looks murderous. Jungkook, voice deadly quiet. A renovation? Mine she stands up defiant. He's an architect. He talk about buildings. Jungkook, he's talking about my house. He's talking about my wife. You are paranoid, Vine said. Jungkook throws the remote against the wall. It shatters. Am I? High rise in Hamningdong? Prison with a nice view? He's taunting me on international TV. Vine, he's right. It's prison. Isn't he right? Jungkook grabs her wrist and pulls her towards window, panicked, trying to convince himself. Look out there. Do you see guards at the gate? Do you see the biometric looks? He can't get in here. Fine, he just talk all he wants. He is a cripple with a drawing pen, and I am a king of this city. When she looks at the gate below, it looks impenetrable, and then she looks back at the TV screen. When kings get overthrown Jungkook, he drags her away from the window. He storms over to the wall panel and rips a cable cord out of the socket. Jungkook, no more TV, read a book. Looking empty. When looks at the dark screen, she is not afraid. She feels a surge of adrenaline she has not felt in years. Wine internally, he's coming. He's actually coming. The cable cord lies on the floor like a dead snake. Jungkook is breathing hard, staring at the blank wall. Wine stands the ground, waiting for the next order, waiting for him to lock her into the room. But he does not move her towards her. He drops his head, his shoulder usually set in a line of military tension. Slumped forward, he looks less like a CEO and more like a man who has not slept in 2 years. Jungkook, his voice is broken, whispered. I'm tired. Wine, cautious. You need to sleep, Jungkook. Jungkook, he laughs, a dry, humorless laugh. Sleep. I can't sleep. If I sleep, you might run. If I sleep, you might dream of him. I have to be awake to keep you. He turns to look at her. His eyes are red-rimmed and hollow. Jungkook, it's exhausting. Wine, being the villain. Wine, she softens, just a fraction. He looks pathetic. Then stop. Jungkook, he walks over to the sofa and sits down heavily, putting his hands on his hands. I tried to buy you. I tried to scare you. I tried to impress you. I broke man. Hands for you, Wine. Don't remind me. He reaches into his pocket. Wine tenses, expecting a weapon or a key. He pulls out a phone, the one he confiscated 2 years ago. He kept it charged. He kept it safe. He kept it on the coffee table. Jungkook, take it. Wine, is it a taste? Jungkook, no. It's a surrender. Wine. She steps closer. Jungkook, what are you doing? Jungkook, he waves a hand towards the door. A gesture of absolute defeat. Go. Wine, her heart stops. Go where? Jungkook, wherever you want, to the renovation, to the architect, to the hell. I don't care anymore. Wine, she is stunned. You said I was yours. You said I could never leave. Jungkook, I thought I could keep you here long enough. You'd eventually love me or at least need me, but you don't. You're just waiting. He looks at the blank TV screen where Taehyung's face had been. Jungkook, he was right. It's a prison and I'm tired of being the warden. Wine, you're letting me go just like that. Jungkook, he closes his eyes, leaning his back against the sofa. Just like that. The guards won't stop you. The gate is open. Wine, she reaches for the phone. Her hand shakes. She grips it tight. Jungkook, leave. Wine, leave before I realize I'm making a mistake and I'm lock you up again. Please just go. Wine does not pack a thing. She does not change her shoes. She does not want to take anything that he bought her. She walks to the front door. She puts her hand on the handle. She looks back. Jungkook is still sitting on the sofa alone in a massive silent penthouse. He looks small. Wine softly. You didn't have to be villain. Jungkook, you choose that. Jungkook. He does not look at her. Goodbye, Wine. She opens the door. She walks out. The door clicks shut. Inside, Jungkook listens to the sound of her footstep fading down the hallway. Jungkook. I know. He picks up the hazelnut syrup bottle from the trash can, the one he threw away in a rage. He holds it like a lifeline. He unscrews the cap and takes a deep breath of the scent he panned, the scent of the woman he loved but could never understand. Jungkook. I know. Man walks out of the golden elevator. She crosses the marble lobby. The doorman, who usually stops her, tips his hat and open the door. Have a good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you, Wine said. She steps on the sidewalk. The Hamdang Dong street is busy. Cars honking, people talking for 2 years. She only watched this through soundproof glass. She takes a deep breath. The air smells like exhaust and the rain, just like the loading dock. But this time it smells like the victory. She looked down her phone. The Jungkook one gave back. Wine whispering, where are you? She scans the street. She sees luxury cars, bodyguard, pedestrians, and then she sees him across the street, leaning against a silver sedan. He is not looking at his phone. He is not looking at the ground. He is looking up at a penthouse balcony. His face grim. He is wearing a long tag coat. Taehyung, he hears her. His head snaps down from the balcony to the street view. He sees her, a small figure in a white dress, standing alone outside the gates. No guards, no husband. Taehyung. He straightens up, his eyes widen in disbelief. Wine? She does not wait for the traffic light. She runs. Taehyung, he panics, stepping off the curb. Wine, wait for the light. She ignores the honking car. She waves through the traffic, desperate, terrified. If she stops moving, the gate behind her will close again. She reaches the sidewalk. She stumbles, her legs weak from adrenaline. Taehyung, he catches her. He pulls his hand out of the pocket to steady her. Whine, she crashes into his chest, burying her face in his coat. To Taehyung, you're out. You're actually out. Whine, sobbing into his chest. He let me go. He just let me go. Taehyung. He looked up at a penthouse. He sees a lone figure standing on the balcony watching them. Jungkook. Taehyung. He tightens his hold on Whine, shielding her from Taehyung's view. Don't look back. Never look back. They are sitting in the car. Taehyung is not driving. He is just looking at her, checking for injuries. Did he hurt you? Mine. Not today. He is tired. Taehyung. He's just tired. Taehyung. I don't care if he's tired. I care that you are safe. Why? She reaches out and gently takes his hand. She pulls them from his lap. She looks at the scar running on his knuckles and his palms. The fingers are slightly crooked. Why? Her tears fall onto his palms. Your hand, Taehyung. They are ugly now. I can't draw a straight line to save my life. She holds them tighter, kissing the scars one by one. They are beautiful. They are the reason I'm free. Taehyung, he watches her. His expression softens into pure adoration. I told you, I don't need to draw to have a vision. Why? She looks up at him. What's the vision now? Taehyung, he leans his forehead resting against her. A small house, somewhere with big windows, no gates, no guards, and a coffee machine that always has hazelnut syrup. Why? You promise? I promise. He starts the car, he puts it in drive. Before he pulls away, he looks at the coffee cup holder. There's a fresh iced Americano there. Taehyung, 2 pumps, light ice. Wine. She takes a cup, she takes a sip. It tastes like a college. It tastes like hope. Wine. It's perfect. Taehyung. The boxes smile. So, are you? Drives away, merging into the traffic of Seoul, leaving the skyscraper and the building and the king behind. At the penthouse balcony, Jungkook watches the silver car disappear into the stream of traffic. He stands there for a long time until the sun starts to set and the city light turns on. He looks at his hand. He is holding the hazelnut syrup bottle. Jungkook. Structural damage. He pours the syrup over the balcony, raining. It falls 50 stories down, and a sweet, sticky rain disappearing into the darkness. He turns around to walk back inside him, leaving the balcony door open. The cage is empty. The bird is gone. The kitchen is small, cluttered, and bright. Sunlight streams in through a massive floor-to-ceiling windows that look out into a small garden and the sea beyond. Wine is humming, flipping pancakes. She is wearing an oversized t-shirt. It's Taehyung's and looks healthy. The hollow cheeks are gone. 2 arms are wrapped around her waist from behind. Taehyung, something smells like burning. Wine, it's caramelized, not burnt. There's a different architect. Taehyung kisses her cheek. If you say so. He reaches for the coffee mug on the counter. His hand trembles as he lifts. The nerve damage is permanent, but he holds it steady enough. When she watches his hand, covers it with her, steadying the cup. 2 pumps? Taehyung, always. Man walks down the gravel path to check the mail. It's mostly bills and flyers. But at the top of the stack, there's a thick, cream-colored envelope, no written address, just her name written in an elegant, sharp ink. She knows the handwriting. Her heart skips a bit, but not out of fear, just memory. Taehyung, calling from the porch, holding a garden bowl. Is it the seed catalog? It is a single document. Deed of release and divorce decree finalized, and they clipped it to a small Polaroid photo. It's a picture of the penthouse balcony, but the view is not the city. It's a painting of an easel, a painting of a bird flying away. The painting is amateur, roughly and clearly done by someone who doesn't know how to paint. Right on the photo, it's written 3 words: I'm learning to wine. I'm free legally. Taehyung came there. He listened what Wine said. Taehyung, I didn't want to ask you while you were still technically married. Wine, she raises an eyebrow. Ask what? Taehyung, she struggles to reach into his pocket with his stiff fingers. Wine waits patiently, loving him for a struggle. He pulls out a ring. It's not massive diamond like the one Jungkook bought. It's a simple gold band, twisted to look like Wine's. Wine, tear fills her eyes. It's perfect, Taehyung. He looks at her intensely. You spent years being owned, Wine. I don't want to own you. I just want to walk next to you, Wine. She reaches out. Taehyung, he slides a ring on her finger. His hand shakes, but she holds them steady. Taehyung, will you marry the coffee guy? Wine, she laughs, hugging them tight. Okay, if I get free refills for life. Kisses her deeply as the sun dips below the horizon. Till